He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
A 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Trenton Cannon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I'm coming for you, Mike. Find out. 56, Mike.
2nd down, Bridgewater. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down.
He's got it at the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 52 yards on 1st down. This is McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
31-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Panthers 3.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders.
Complete to Emmanuel Sanders.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Tackle made by
well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
.33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And as these guys enter play in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on second and 14. Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Craig Robertson in on the stop.
It's a pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Balled at the 26, second and 7. Bridgewater going to get it out quickly to Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Watch safety screaming. Safety screaming. Watch out. Watch out.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
Bridgewater on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 46-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Get wide now. 47 mic. 47 mic. Mike 47.
Now Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This is out quickly to the right, and this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brought down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Watch the screen. Pass. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing. Bridgewater. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. On 1st down, Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, Kamara. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Saints first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Trey Boston. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
At the 22-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. They find some open field here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 78 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Well, it was 3rd and 1. The defense was expecting run. They got it. They just forgot to stop it.
Sometimes execution just wins, doesn't it? And give a lot of credit to the big guys up front because they knew they were running against a defensive front that's probably overloaded, and they had to find a way to create just a little bit of space, and they ended up creating a lot of space, and off he went.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That catch good for only a couple.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Out to Roberts here on the quick pass. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 3rd quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Here's Breeze. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
And it's third down.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
4-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1-yard line.
31 yards there and a first down.
1-yard line.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
6.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking for Thomas, he's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Michael Thomas, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Is good.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Now this window is running back out of the backfield. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to face a third down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Joey Sly to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter, and just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Breeze to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The ball carrier, Richard Sherman on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Here's Bridgewater. That's Samuel, caught left side.
Bridgewater's pass.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is going to be incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going quickly out to the right side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. 56 from Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Target. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Right here. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
To the air again with Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey, but it'll be second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Bridgewater again. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game. And they go with McCaffrey. They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th.
And to kick off for Carolina.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They run it again with Kamara. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out.
And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
Breeze.
3 yards the gain there, second down. And we've got a timeout.
A 3-yard pickup.
9 seconds remaining.
Second and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. To throw is Breeze. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
7. First down, Saints.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Breeze to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. And they'll work from the 29 on second and 6. First throw of overtime for Breeze. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to bring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Check 26, check 26.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 47-yard attempt.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Joey Sly for the Panther field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up second.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Down, New Orleans.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. They're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. Get, as you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
A 37-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for...